Hi, and welcome to a special spring edition of Carol's Corner. I'm Carol Currier, here for New Hampshire Video Board, and as you can see behind me, giant silos. We are at the Joppa Hill Educational Farm in Bedford, New Hampshire, and we're here for their spring festival, their spring fair. They do one in the spring and in the fall, and it is just a lovely time to be out here. It probably feels more like summer today, but you can definitely smell the grass in the air, and it's just so much interesting activity here. We're going to take you through so you can see some of the animals that are here at the farm. They range from alpacas, who are fairly new to the farm, to cows and sheep and goats and little ducks. So lots and lots of animals out here, and the children are just loving interacting with them and petting them. And it's just a nice day to take the family out, or to just come by yourself and enjoy the serenity and the activity of the farm. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I have. All right, and we are here with Michael Scanlon, who is the chairman and president of Joppa Hill Farm. And thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me, and thank you for coming out today. It's a wonderful day.
It's a beautiful day for a fair. Is that what we're calling
Spring
it?
fair, yep.
Spring fair.
Yeah, we have the spring fair. We also have one in September, which is our fall fair, and that one's actually going to be we're hoping a lot bigger. We're actually going to have a powwow that's going to work that whole weekend simultaneously with our fair. So they'll be bringing a pretty large organization with them, and there'll be a lot of interaction with them. So the fall fair should actually be pretty neat.
Neat. That does sound neat. Now tell us about the fundraising here.
The fundraising right now, we're in the process. We've just started a major capital reserve fundraising plan. Our facilities are in need of well, we're not sure if they're in need of major repair or if they're in need of being basically taken down and starting over again. We're in the process of having an engineer come out and give us an evaluation of the structure. So as soon as we get that and we get the costs and things like that, we'll go from there. And but either way, we need to put a significant amount of money into the facility. And we're trying to really raise between $125,000 and $150,000 to accomplish that goal. So it's going to really rely on a lot of contributions and a lot of goodwill from all the people that enjoy this facility, not just the people in Bedford. But we'd really appreciate, particularly right now, anybody that felt it was time to donate. We are a 501c3, so it's fully tax deductible, and we'll go from there. But hopefully you'll be hearing more about that as the summer goes on.
Okay, and I think I was on the website earlier today, and if I recall, there's an actual way to donate online?
There is. If you go right online, there's a link right there. You can do it through PayPal, and that's a quick, easy way to do it. It's really important, too, to make sure people understand that we don't use any professional fundraisers, so every dollar they give to the farm stays with the farm. We are run by volunteers primarily. We do have one paid person, our executive director, but other than that, everybody else is a volunteer, so everything you donate goes directly to our programs, feeding of our animals, the care of the animals, and rebuilding the facility. So I know another big misconception that we get from a lot of people is they feel that we're subsidized in some way by the town of Bedford, which we're not. We're not. The town of Bedford, we do lease the property from the town of Bedford, and we have a very favorable lease, but the town of Bedford does not support us financially in any way, shape, or form, and they've made it very clear that this facility is going to be on the farm's dime, not on the town's, that they're not willing to participate in that. So, which is the way it is. So, but we really could use, the support really will go a long way.
Exactly. And I also noticed online you have a wish list, and also there's a need for fresh local hay. So
yeah, there's we a lot of people don't realize the haying of the fields is actually it's the responsibility of the farm. We have a gentleman that comes in and hays the fields, and he basically gives us the hay we need to feed our animals, and whatever's left he keeps, and that compensates him for all of his work. So so it's neat.
Well, it's been a wonderful day out here. You have a lot of volunteers who are very passionate about the farm. So
yeah, it's funny. There are a lot of people. Even the thing that I always find interesting is how many people have a connection to farming in their past. Not that old, but 40 or 50 years ago, there was still a lot more farms. And that one thing that Southern New Hampshire in particular is starting to lose is the fact that most kids are not going to have any type of a connection to agriculture. So this is really a great way. You bring them out, they can see the animals, they can touch the animals. We've got llamas, we've got sheep, we've got goats, we've got a pig, we've got cows, we've got horses, we've got donkeys, mules. We really try to have a variety. We're not trying to raise any particular crop of animal. We're just trying to keep a good variety. So it's really neat. I mean, I've never been around llamas until I was here, so something different.
I know, and the alpacas are cool too.
Actually,
really
what am I saying? Llamas, alpacas. See, I can't even remember.
They look alike, but
yeah, they do look alike. They kind of scare me. They're a little bit funny looking, but no, it's a great place to come. And the important thing to remember is we're always open, at least at the outside. Right now, since the barn is under the renovations, we're not allowing people in the barn, but we do keep the animals, especially in good weather, outside. So you're welcome to come down any Saturday or Sunday with the kids, grandkids, neighbors' kids, and see the animals, touch them. It's really a neat place.
Yeah, it is a neat place, and the website also has the hours that you're open, and you're open weekends, and so it's a great location to come to.
It really is. And right now our other big fundraiser, well, it's not really a fundraiser, the biggest program we do on an annual basis is summer camps, and we run 1-week camps, 8 weeks I believe, starting the last week of June all the way through mid-August. It's a great place to send your kids. There's still plenty of space, so go online. All that registration is done right online.
Okay.
So you can do it right from your home, and it's great for the kids. They come in. What we say is, don't expect them to come home clean. They come home tired and dirty. We get them outside. We get them interacting with the animals. We get them on the trails. They learn about nature. They learn about sustainable agriculture. So it's really a great thing. There's sports camps and things like that, which is great for those kids. But this is just a place where all the kids can come. They can all enjoy it. And they can have as much fun. I think the most they do as far as competition goes is they race to see who gets the egg out of the chicken coop. So.
Now, it's not limited to Bedford residents, I take it?
No, it's open to everybody, anybody, really.
Okay.
We have Bedford is probably our single largest draw for kids, but Nashua, Milford, Amherst, Merrimack, I think Auburn we had a couple. We have Goffstown, but You know, I mean, it's funny. I mean, when you look at the the demographics of the kids that come here, when we look at it at the end of the year, we do draw from a pretty wide area.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
no, it's great. It's great.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for sharing with us, Michael, and
No
for
problem.
volunteering your time here.
Thank you.
All right, and I'm here with Joe Hendry. Joe is the secretary at the farm, and
The board, yep.
yes, and you're on the board too. Yes, okay. And you're also a teacher, I understand, or you're a coordinator. Tell me what you're actually retiring from now.
Oh, curriculum coordinator, K through 8 for the Bedford School District for math and science.
Wow, wow, that seems like a huge job. And how many years have you been doing it?
I've been doing this job 16 years, but 46 years in all.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Geez, 46 years. That's wonderful.
Right.
So tell me about the farm. What is today all about?
Oh, this is our annual spring fair. Wonderful turnout, thank goodness, good weather. And
It's beautiful.
Oh, it is such a spectacular day. One of our major fundraising events of the year. And in preparation for our summer camp, which is going to start in June, end of June, or excuse me, early July.
All right.
And we have kids come and spend the week and play with the animals and learn how to take care of them and feed them and learn about what agriculture is all about.
Okay. Now, do you still have openings for summer camp, or are you full?
No, we still have some openings,
Okay.
so
Great.
filling quickly though.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. And do you still need counselors in training?
I don't believe so. I think we have all of those people on board,
Okay.
but anyone who's ever interested, contact the farm because there are other things that we have opportunities for doing, volunteer opportunities.
Right, exactly. Wow, that sounds exciting. And any other events planned over the next few months?
Yeah, in the fall, we're going to have the Northeast Native American Powwow here.
Wow.
Last weekend in September. And Native Americans from all over the region will be here with their ceremonies and sharing their culture with people, and all communities are involved and invited to come.
Wow. Wonderful. That sounds great. One last question for you. I know you have a wish list on your website of things that the farm needs. Is there something that's at the top of that wish list right now that you just need?
A roof.
Oh, we'll talk about that at some point. Yes, what's going on with the barn and renovations,
That's
and
right.
yeah, that would be
right.
great. The
Yep.
roof. Okay, wonderful.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you so much.
Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Bye-bye.
And wait. Well, and we have tracked Joe down one more time because we wanted to learn about the eggs. Tell us about the hens and the egg making here.
All right, we have a sizable flock now, and we are selling eggs. They're natural, organic, whole eggs, natural eggs,
Right.
and
Now this one's a little blue.
that one is blue because we have Araucanas which lay blue eggs as part of our flock. We have several flocks right now, and we sell them for $3 a dozen. And invite people to get on our website and find out when we have some available. So
that's great. That's great. Now I understand you have a few other things that are coming up next year as far as organic farming and someone with a.
We're working towards our certification in the organic field area, and we've made an agreement with the New Hampshire Agriculture and Forestry Institute. We'll have a farmer joining us this year to start working on the fields, getting them ready for next year with a goal to have a farm stand here with organic foods that we could be selling.
Wow, so that would probably be the summer of 2013, we're thinking?
I suspect, yep.
Wow, that's exciting. That's exciting. Yep. Well, thank you so much. We're going to keep touring the farm. We're going to talk to the milk guy at some point, I think. Yes. So lots of exciting things going on here.
Yes, there are.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're about halfway through with our tour of the farm. We're having a lot of fun so far. I'm standing right now in a place that's called the Teaching and Learning Garden Patch. And they talk about planting methods, how to plant in rows, how to weed or do weed control, about mulching. I need to learn all that stuff because my garden right now is a bed of weeds. But that's okay. So I'm learning a lot too. We're going to go see the cows at some point in the pasture as they move them from field to field. And I understand that there is a goat with a calf in another pasture, so we're going to try to find that. So we're glad you're here with us today on this warm, sunny June Sunday. And we're just going to keep wandering around and showing you the Joppa Hill Educational Farm. All right, and I am here with Max Blendo, and Max is going to tell me what he does because I think it's really interesting and I would rather hear it from him. So Max, why are you here at the farm?
We're dairy farmers, and we operate a small grass-fed organic raw milk dairy on these pastures here.
Really? Right here on the pastures?
Yeah.
Ah, that's
right in Bedford. We're the only dairy farm in Bedford. We're milking the only cows in Bedford that are being milked.
I had no idea that there was a milk farm in Bedford.
Yeah. Well, there has been, obviously. There has been many
yes, that's true,
sometime.
over the years.
And for a time there was no cow being milked in Bedford, and now there are 4 being milked right now.
Okay. So tell me the process of raising cows and caring for cows that give milk.
In our production system, the cows live on the pasture most of the year. They graze and obtain all of their food from the pasture through the growing season. In the winter they eat hay, which is dried pasture. So they're entirely grass-fed, which is very different from the modern industrial production system where the cows eat corn and corn silage. And it produces different quality milk. It produces safer milk to drink raw. It produces a much healthier milk because nutrients, vitamins get obtained from fresh grass that you can't get out of an ensiled feed and out of a high grain diet that you've signed in the industrial production system.
Now, you sell the raw milk here?
We sell the raw milk here. People sign up for the CSA and they pick up once a week on a schedule and get the freshest milk. It's never more than a day old, the freshest milk that you could ever get, and the most local milk.
That's pretty good. About how much do the cows produce every week?
On average, throughout their whole year, they produce 3 to 4 gallons a day per head.
Well, that's great. That's great. What are the challenges of farming in New England for cows?
The challenges is the winter. You have to, I don't put feed up, other people do that for me, so I buy hay. But obtaining the winter feed and feeding through the winter, that's the challenge. The challenge today in New England is that there's so little farming left. The farming has mostly disappeared because we buy imported foods from the Midwest, and the infrastructure, the support industries, The service industries have vanished, so you're kind of alone. I'm milking the only cows in Bedford. There's no neighbor that can go to when I need something that's specific to the operation. We're kind of reinventing the wheel.
Right, right. And so you literally take the cows from pasture to pasture here so that they can feed?
From pasture to pasture, and within the pasture we do a tight rotation. They're highly managed. The way they eat the grass is very specific. It's all timed, and which is the best for the grass and the pastures. They're highly productive. They're much more productive than any other pasture system. We sequester more carbon in the ground than any other farming system, and we produce the highest quality food product available to us today.
Wow. Well, that's great. Thank you so much, Max, for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
All right, so we are here outside of the equestrian circle over there, and we have one of the volunteers. What's your name?
I'm Jen Robinson.
Hi, Jen, and tell me, what are you doing today?
I am in charge of the pony ride, so I'm helping out. We have 3 horses. We're rotating them out so they don't get tired. We're actually on a half-hour break right now, so I get a nice break, so I'm fresh for them. And we're just doing pony rides all day.
Wow, that's great. Have you done this before?
Yes, I've been working at the farm since I was little. I came to camp here. I did CIT, which is like counselor in training, and then I was a counselor here. I do birthday parties when they ask me, and it's all volunteer. So I love horses, and I was brought up with them, so it's nice to have a hand that knows what they're doing. So.
Absolutely. And you teach the kids how to do that?
Teach the kids
teach them how to ride or how to take care of horses?
Yeah, I did do that for the summer camp. We did a little bit on horses and just a little information on grooming them and what their hoofs look like and their teeth. I was showing the kids their teeth and stuff. You know, you really want to have an experienced person around horses, especially when you're picking out their hooves. You know, even leading them, you need to have an experienced person so that, you know, someone doesn't get stepped on. And, you know, I've broken my feet before getting stepped on. And Edith especially, she's the big black horse. She's really, really heavy, so she broke my foot a few times.
Oh, no. You don't seem like it bothers you.
No, I mean, you just kind of deal with it. Your foot swells up a little bit, but it's not too bad. So, I mean, I'm a dancer too, so it's kind of unfortunate when that happens because it puts me at a dance, but I just volunteer now. I don't ride as much as I used to, as much as I'd like to, but there's just not enough time in the day for me.
No, there isn't, and it's tough when your two loves collide. And
yeah, and they're really different too. I mean, I use different muscles, so when I ride for the first time this season, I'm really sore, and it's fun though.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing with us, and we had a great time today, so thank you.
Thank you.
And we are here now at the horse paddock where they are giving horse and pony rides. We have a horse out there right now with a child on top. So they've been doing this all day and they look like they're having so much fun.
We can have them stop right in front of you if you want.
Once at school a couple weeks ago. But, so it's pretty much like on a real horse at first.
How funny.
He'll tell you he's a pro, though.
Well, he
Yeah.
looks like a pro.
He'll say, "Oh, I'm a pro. I know what to do."
He's gonna want you guys to bring him back every year, isn't
Yeah.
he?
Oh, yeah.
I want the
We're
pony.
doing camp
He's gonna do camp.
Oh, are you doing the camp?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be so much fun for him.
Yeah.
Wow, he can learn how to take care of the horse too, probably.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Oh,
cool.
you're all sweaty.
Get a pony ride, huh, buddy?
That was great.
Did you get horse kicking?
That was wonderful. He had his first pony ride. That was great. Good job, you guys. Well, it's been a long day, and I feel almost as tired as Edith the horse did a little while ago when she needed her half-hour break. But I really enjoyed walking around the farm, talking to the volunteers, watching the children pet the animals, and just learning more about the farm. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you come out and enjoy the farm as well. They're open during the week, just about every day. Go on their website and look at their hours. Come to the fall fair, and I think you'll have a wonderful time. So thank you for joining me on this edition of Carol's Corner. I'm Carol Currier for the New Hampshire Video Board.